All of you are able to see this diagram? Okay, good. Diagram of our thermal power station. So this part, the first part, here I am showing the pointer. This is our cold storage. This cold storage unit is the location, the point where we are storing the coal for our thermal power station. And for thermal power station, 15 days minimum coal is stored. For minimum 15 days, coal is stored at this location. So whenever there will be a crisis, you will be able to run your thermal power station. The electrical energy is that thing we cannot survive without that. Nowadays, we are living in the environment where we need electricity for 24 hours. For half an hour of shutdown of the electricity may lead to the thousands of crores of the loss. We are staying in the Marathwada region here, or the Latur region, where the industry is not too much high, or it is not so much very important, but our field means the farmers, they are depend upon the electricity, right? So if we are losing 1 hour electricity, so there will be a loss for them, because they are having the single phase timing and something and something. Due to that, their schedule is different and they will lose their whole day work. Our 1 hour loss, but their loss is for total day, because the schedule is collapsing and they are not going to manage that one. So we have to maintain the coal storage where we are storing the coal, which we are bringing from the coal mines. Why we are doing this one? For ensuring the continuous power supply. Here the coal is sorted, it is stored, and next point is the coal handling plant, where the coal is handled. The coal which is brought from the mines, it is not in even shape. It might be of 100 kilo single stone, or there might so many small pieces are there of our coal that you cannot carry in single hand. So that coal is brought from the coal mines. It is not a pure coal. There are some impurities are also added. So what are those impurities? Some stones are there, some dust particles are there, or some actual mud is there inside that one. Soil contents are there. So whenever if you are doing some work inside your house or in your garden, you will feel that the soil which is available there, some other impurities are added. Nowadays we can say that the plastic particle is a common part of the light, that is a pollution to our soil, right? And that is available everywhere. So if you are going for the gardening, so you will find some stones are there, some plastic particles are there, or some other impurities are added. So what you are doing, you are removing and you are collecting only soil. So same thing is here. So here we are handling that coal, we are removing the impurities from the coal. Only pure coal is sorted there, it is washed, and then it is provided for the next process, that is a pulverization, where we are crushing that coal and making a fine powder of a coal. We are crushing the coal, that is uneven part of the coal. So that coal is crushed into the powder and it is provided for the boiler. Why we are crushing the coal? Why we are crushing? काय काय? हा हा ओके, आग लवकर लागेल. हा अजून हे कॉमन पर्सनचं रिझन झालं. आपण इंजिनियर आहेत, आपलं रिझन यायला पाहिजे लवकर पेटणं, ठीक आहे. पण ऍज अन इंजिनियर, ऍज अ सायंटिफिक पर्सन, आपलं कसं आन्सर असलं पाहिजे? काय म्हणलं पाहिजे आपण त्याला? एनीवन? Yes, we are increasing the efficiency, but what is the reason? How the efficiency is increased? Means what? Burning 100%. Okay, another. Fast burning is there and it releases its thermal energy. Whatever the calorific value of the coal is there, immediate burning of the coal, it releases the total calorific value. Whatever the thermal energy containing inside the coal is released immediately. Otherwise, what will happen? That big stone, it will start taking the heat, and you will start your fire, and the energy will be, the steam is, water is converted into the steam next day morning. Because the boiler is not a small bucket, it's a huge boiler. Hundreds of the liters or thousands of the liter water is containing inside that boiler. So, to release the total thermal energy inside that coal, we are pulverizing it. That word is specific, pulverization of the coal. We are making the powder, simple powder. पावडर लावतो आपण, बरोबर आहे. पावडर लावल्यावर काय होतं? छान गोरं पान दिसतं, बरोबर आहे ना? तसं आहे. तर ती जी पावडर करतो ती बॉयलरला देतो. That handle coal here, we are pulverizing here, and that is provided to the boiler. And in the boiler, we are burning with some gas, or we are burning with some diesel sprays inside the boiler, because immediately coal is not getting fired. We are providing a spark there, and it is not taking fire. We need some fuel in initial burning, right? So for that initial burning, we have to spray some fuel over the coal. We are spraying some diesel for initial purpose, and at that moment it starts taking the fire, and once it takes the fire, it is continuously working. To bring this boiler with its 100% output, it has to be run for 7 to 8 hours before starting our generating station. Means, if I have decided I want to go to the college, what I will do? I will start my bike and I will come to the college, right? This is not the process that I have to put the fuel inside and I have to kick in the early in the morning 5 o'clock, and at 10:30 my bike will start running. But this is the process here, that you have to bring your boiler in 100% efficiency mode. You have to kept it 6 to 7 hours before working of our thermal power station. That's why this boiler is never shut down. The fire inside this boiler is continuously going on. ह्या कारणासाठी, कारण तो 100% काम देण्यासाठी बॉयलर तुम्हाला 6 ते 7 तास त्याला आधी पेटवावा लागतो, तेव्हा तो नंतर पेटून येतो. जसं आपल्याला आता सांगितलं, आता हे करायचंय, मग तुम्ही एंड ऑफ द सेमिस्टरला तुम्हाला जाग येते आणि मग तुम्ही पीएल लागल्यावर जाग येते, मग तुम्ही सर ते असाइनमेंटच्या नोट्स होत्या, हे होतं, ते पाहिजे होतं, असं येतं. सो दॅट इज अ long term process, but here we have to follow. We cannot do anything. So when we start our boiler, water is converted into the steam inside the boiler, and that steam is provided to the superheater. Because when we are converting that steam into the water into the steam, it contains some amount of the water. It contains some amount of the water. Small examples we have done inside our home, or you are well aware of that one. So if you are boiling a water over your gas, you are keeping a one lid over that pot. So if you will remove after 5 or 10 minutes that lid, you will find out one layer of the water is accumulated over the inside surface of that lid. त्या पातेल्यावर झाकलेल्या झाकणावर तुम्ही जर 5 मिनिटांनी काढलं तर एक पाण्याचा थर जमा झालेला असतो. तर ते काय असतं? वाफ असते. त्या वाफेमध्ये जे पाणी असतं त्या सरफेसला वरून गार हवा लागल्यामुळे त्याचं पुन्हा पाणी बनतं, राईट? बेसिक थिंग आहे, आपल्याला माहिती आहे, तरी मी सांगितली. व्हॉट इज दॅट? दॅट स्टीम कंटेन्स मॉइश्चर, अँड दॅट मॉइश्चर इज डेंजरस फॉर अवर turbine, for this turbine, it leads corrosion because this turbine is running for 24 hours. It is not going to halt for any reason. If it is halted, then everywhere it is blackout. मग तिकडे तुमचं लोड शेडिंग चालू झालेलं असते किंवा सगळीकडे अंधार पसरलेला असतो. सो व्हॉट वी आर डुइंग, वी आर प्रोव्हाइडिंग दॅट water, steam to the superheater. The function of the superheater is to remove the moisture from the steam. To remove the moisture from the steam. So how it is achieved? With the help of this boiler. How? As we are burning the coal inside this boiler, the heat is liberated and some gases are liberated. So those gases are coming through the chamber of the combustion. Those gases we are calling as a flue gases. आपण त्याला धूर म्हणतो मराठीमध्ये. तर तो धूर जो असतो, तो धूर काय करतो, ह्या चेंबर मधली, जे बॉयलरच्या चेंबर मधली काही उष्णता शोषून घेतो. इट टेक्स हीट अवे फ्रॉम द कंबशन चेंबर and it rises its temperature. It rises its temperature. So that is a loss of efficiency. That is a loss of boiler efficiency. Thermal energy we are losing here. In the first case, that is the gases which are left out in the combustion process. Those gases takes the heat from the combustion chamber and it left to the atmosphere, and that is a loss of thermal energy. तिथं आपण एनर्जी लॉस करतो. मग काय करायचं त्याला? सो वी आर प्रोव्हाइडिंग दोज फ्ल्यू गॅसेस टू द सुपरहीटर. Means the steam is passing inside those tubes and we are providing a gas to pass over these tubes, and that additional temperature superheats the steam inside the superheater, and the moisture is removed from this steam, and that superheated steam is provided to the turbine to increase the life of our turbine, because these turbine blades are made up of the metal and they will get corrosion after continuous use, because this is working for 24 hours and continuously we are bombarding steam over this turbine. And due to the continuous bombarding, if it contains the moisture, it 100%ly forms the corrosion, and once corrosion is formed, so the blades will get damaged and we will lose the efficiency of the turbine. And the main thing is life of the turbine reduces, plus you have to maintain that one, you have to repair that one. So additional cost of the repairing will be laid over this thermal power station. So to avoid all those situations, we are superheating the steam in the superheater, and after superheating, that steam is provided to the turbine and turbine starts rotating, and it is connected to the alternator, and that alternator provides us the electricity, and that electricity is transmitted to the city or where it is required with the help of these transmission lines, right? So after giving all the calorific value or the thermal energy, that coal is converted into the ash. That ash is a major thing inside the boiler. आपल्या लहानपणी आपण बघितलं असेल, घरी चूल असते. अजूनही काही जणांच्या गावाकडे असेल, पण आता तरी घरोघरी गॅस झालेत, त्याच्यामुळे बघायला मिळतं माहिती नाही, पण पाहिलंय, आपण सगळ्यांनी पाहिलंय. नेक्स्ट जनरेशनला मिळेल का नाही मला नाही माहिती, पण तुम्ही आणि मी चूल तर पाहिलेली आहे. चुलीमध्ये आपण ज्याला लाकूड घालतो त्याला काय होतं की त्याचा राख गोळा होतो, मग थोड्या वेळाने ते राखेने भरायला लागते. मग आपली आई आजी त्यांनी सांगितलं ते राख काढ आधी, पण नवीन लाकूड घाल, बरोबर आहे. सो व्हॉट दे आर डुइंग, दे आर रिमूव्हिंग द ऍश फ्रॉम द बॉयलर अँड दॅट इज कलेक्टेड ऍट द बॉटम. आता त्याच्यामध्ये काही मॉडिफाईड व्हर्जन्स आलेत, लोखंडाचे आलेत, राख खाली पडते आणि खालनं आपण काढून घेतो आणि वर कोळसे टाकतो किंवा लाकूड टाकतो, बरोबर आहे. ते पाहिलं ना सगळ्या जणांना माहिती ही गोष्ट. So here ash is collected, it is handled here, and again it is sent to the ash storage plant. and this is the major activity, because we are burning around 4,500 coal. What I have taken the figures, those were of 4 to 5 years back. 4,500 tons coal is burning daily in Parli. 4,500 टन कोळसा हा परळीमध्ये 4 वर्षापूर्वी रोज लागत होता. म्हणजे किती कन्झम्पशन आहे बघा इलेक्ट्रिसिटीसाठी. मग तेवढ्या कोळशाचं राखेत रूपांतर होणार आणि ती राख हँडल करायची 4.5 टन, 4,500 टन राख, नॉट अ जोक. आपल्याला एवढं आलं काढताना ते सगळीकडे उडतं, गोंधळ होतो. So this ash, you need to handle it properly and you have to dispose it properly. So nowadays we are working, or some people, they have developed the technique. They are using the ash bricks, and those bricks are used for the construction purpose. So it reduces the cost, right? It saves the energy, because when you are creating a normal natural bricks, so sulfur is releasing in that formation of the bricks, right? So that is a saving of our environment. So this ash is handled properly here, and it is left to the storage, and it is again disposed where it is required, right? So these flue gases, they are releasing its heat energy to the superheater, but it is not releasing 100%. Some of the still energy, some of the heat energy still they are carrying, so they are providing it to the economizer. What is the economizer? Economizer is the device. It takes the water from the source and it provides to the boiler. So this water, whatever we are taking from the river, it is not directly provided. That water is treated here inside the chamber. That water contains some dust particles, some live animals, they are died inside that one. There some bodies are there, or some animals, they are staying inside the river, they are also there. Some part of the woods are also there, some stone material is there, some dust is there. आपण त्याला चिखल म्हणतो, मड पण असतो, that is also there, and everything is combined inside this river water, right? So it is coming to the boiler. And if we provide this water directly to the boiler, so what will happen? The life of the boiler is going to be reduced. If you will see, we are boiling the water at our home for our bathing purpose. So that pot, if you have observed, there is a scale formation is there. There is a scale formation is there. And what is that? That is increases the additional heat consumption. त्याचा एक थर बनतो, तो थर पण गरम झाल्यानंतर तुमच्या पाण्याला उष्णता लागते. So if you will not removing that scale, forming that additional deposits of the what we can say calcium or other minerals inside that pot, so that takes additional heat, and that is a loss of energy to you. So what we are doing, we are removing all those impurities from the water. We are treating that water, we are making it soft water, and that soft water is provided to the economizer. And once you are going to provide that soft water to the boiler, so what will happen? A cold water that is taken from the natural environment, the heat required to boil that water and convert into the steam, it takes a larger time. So what we are doing, we are preheating that water inside the economizer. Preheating, त्याला आपण थोडंसं गरम करतो. And that preheating, what is happening? That preheating provides preheated water provided to the boiler, and it immediately converts into the steam. The time required to convert the water into the steam is reduced, means the efficiency of the boiler is increased. And the soft water increases the life of the boiler. The boiler is a huge boiler. ह्या इथून तेवढ्या छतापर्यंत किंवा वरच्या 2 मजल्यापर्यंत पण बॉयलर असतो. मी सांगू शकत नाही की एवढीच उंची असेल. ह्याच्या 2 वरच्या मजल्याला पण तो जाईल. वरच्या मजल्याला इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स डिपार्टमेंटच्या वरच्या छताला टच होईल तो, की तेवढी बॉयलरची हाईट असू शकते. त्याच्यामध्ये हजारो लिटर्सचं पाणी असतं. तर तो जो बॉयलर आहे तो टिकण्यासाठी, तो आत जाऊन साफ करण्यासाठी, त्याच्यासाठी काय करावं लागेल, तुम्हाला बॉयलर बंद करावं लागेल. बॉयलर बंद केल्यानंतर तुम्ही साफ करणार, मेंटेन करणार, म्हणजे तुम्हाला एक ऍडिशनल बॉयलर उभा करावा लागेल, तेव्हा तुमचं थर्मल पॉवर स्टेशन वर्किंग मध्ये येईल. आणि हा जेव्हा 8 तास लागतो चालू करायला, तेव्हा तो बंद व्हायलाही तेवढाच वेळ लागत असेल. तो काय लगेच असा थंड थोडी न होणार आहे. इट विल टेक सम टाइम टू कूल इट डाऊन, and you will maintain, and then again you will bring it into the operation. So it will take same time, 7 to 8 hours to come into the operation, and the time consumption will be very high. So that's why we are providing a soft water to the economizer, and with the help of the economizer we are preheating that one and we are providing to the boiler, and that's why the efficiency of the boiler increases. Also the life of the boiler increases with the help of this water treatment chamber. There are so many processes are there. Sedimentation is there, purifying is there, and we are not going into the deep those process. There are some other impurities, some minerals are also dissolved when water is coming from the river naturally, or it is coming from some area to that catchment area. So all those impurities are added. We are well aware of those things, so I am not going to tell you about that one. So you can consider that part. Okay, so that water is provided here, but along with the water only diesel coal is not required. We need air, and to burn this much amount of the coal, 4500 tons of the coal, we need a large air. We need a large air. So what we are doing, we are providing a forced draught fan. Means it is pulling the air from the atmosphere and it is providing to the boiler. And here it is the same thing, that before providing to the boiler, that air must be preheated. And here some filters are provided. So whatever the content inside this air, there are dust particles are also there inside there. If you will observe, some rain showering is there in starting of the June or somewhat inside the October. आपण त्याला वळवाचा पाऊस पडला असं म्हणतो. कधी असा एक छोटासा शिडकाव होऊन जातो आणि आपली गाडी बाहेर थांबलेली असते, तर गाडीवर तुम्ही ऑब्झर्व केलं असेल असे धुळीचे कण दिसतात आणि असे ठिपके ठिपके दिसतात. सो व्हॉट इज दॅट? द डस्ट इनसाइड द ऍटमॉस्फिअर, इट इज कमिंग डाऊन विथ द रेन. Means what we are breathing with the dust. We are not breathing a natural air, we are breathing dust. So whatever the pollution you are making, that pollution is coming inside your lungs. Whatever pollution you are throwing, means the plastic you are throwing inside the river, that plastic is dissolving there, means it is converted into some small granules. We are crushing it and we are throwing somewhere. So that granules though are coming inside our stomach with the help of the water also. Same water is percolating in our ground, and that groundwater we are pulling up with the borewell, and that water we are what filtration, Sunreach, and what they are doing, they are not going to remove the able to remove that pollution. They are just treating water, treated water. This is not a mineral water. What we are drinking in the bottle, no, that is a treated water. It is not a mineral water. Mineral water is a different concept, and well treated water is a different concept. So that is coming inside that one, and that pollution may reduce the life of the boiler. So we are providing some filters here. Some dust is there. Whenever we are pulling the large air inside this air preheater, so the birds, some objects are there, those are moving. Means the birds, simply we can say birds, small insects, those are flying there. They are also coming inside this chamber. So the filters are provided that they are removing these components, and that what air is provided here inside the boiler. The gases which are flowing over the superheater, then economizer, same gases are used to preheat the air. They are containing some part of the heat energy, and that is used to preheat the air After preheating, they are left to the atmosphere. Here you will see the induced draught fan. This induced draught fan takes away these flue gases and they are left to the atmosphere. Inside this chimney, there is one device is provided that is called as an electrostatic precipitator. That electrostatic precipitator, what it performs, the ash content. Here, there are two types of the ashes. One is a solid ash, second is a fly ash. Fly ash is a very minute ash. It is flowing with the flue gases. It is flowing inside the air. So that fly ash is going through this process and it is leaving to the atmosphere. Once is left, it settles down over the earth surface and that leads the air pollution. And the same fly ash we are breathing, if we are in this area, we will breathe with the fly ash. So that electrostatic precipitator is a device. It creates positive and negative ions and they are separating, they are attracting this dust, fly ash, and they are accumulating here at the bottom of the chimney. And the left is the flue gases are left to the atmosphere. So we are trying to reduce the pollution. आपण pollution कमी करायचा प्रयत्न करतो पण 100% कमी होत नाही, पण still we are trying to remove some other components inside this chimney. So we are leaving these gases. Those gases are not easy to breathe. If we will breathe with that water, those gases, we will die immediately because it contains high amount of the sulfur and other so many gases are there. Carbon dioxide is there. So we cannot breathe it naturally. It is whole atmosphere. It is flowing somewhere and we are getting some part of the gases with our oxygen. So in Parli area, if you will travel, if you are staying somewhere here, so you will find out immediately the problem. अरे यार इथे वेगळा काहीतरी वास येतो याच्यामध्ये, because that smell means we are adding some part of here flue gases to the atmosphere. जर आपण घरासमोर जर आपल्या चूल किंवा आपण कधी कधी शेकोटी पेटवतो तर ज्याला कोण काही जाळतं आजूबाजूला तर त्याचा वास आपल्या घरापर्यंत येतो. आपण म्हणतो यार वास यायला लागला, काही जळायला लागलाय का घरात आजूबाजूला, हा त्यांनी काहीतरी पेटवलाय कचरा. सो वी आर ब्रिदिंग. त्याच्यामुळं ह्या सगळ्या गोष्टी करण्यापूर्वी तुमच्या आजूबाजूला तुम्ही प्रयत्न करा की ह्या गोष्टी घडू नयेत. वी आर क्रिएटिंग एअर पोल्युशन. तुम्ही कचरा जाळताय तुमच्या घरातला म्हणजे तुम्ही एअर पोल्युशन करताय. कचरा टाकताय रोडवर तोही पोल्युशन आहे. मग त्याच्यासाठी डिस्पोजल साठी प्रॉपर माणूस येतो, घंटा गाडी येते, त्याला तुम्ही कचरा द्या. आणि जर तुम्ही त्याला सेपरेट आउट करून देता, ओला कचरा, सुका कचरा, त्यातल्या त्यात प्लास्टिक कचरा, हायजीन कचरा अजून, तर त्याला जर तुम्ही प्रॉपरली डिस्पोज करताय तर त्या माणसाचा लाईफ वाढेल जो तुमच्यासाठी काम करतोय. कचरा सेवक म्हणून जो काम करतोय ना तुमच्याकडे, तो घंटागाडीवाल्याला, तुमच्या दृष्टीने हे थोडं अवांतर बोलतोय, तुमच्या दृष्टीने त्या माणसाची किंमत 0 आहे, कचरेवाला आहे, पण तो तुमचं आयुष्य सुखकर बनवतो. तो तुमच्या घरातला कचरा उचलून नेतो म्हणून तुमचं घर स्वच्छ आहे. त्यांनी जर उचलला नाही तर तो कचरा तुम्ही काय करणार आहेत? रोडवर आणून टाकणार आहेत. रोडवरनं तुम्हीच चालत येणार आहेत, तुमचेच लहान बहीण भाऊ चालत येणार, तुमचेच आजोबा आजी चालत येणार आहेत आणि तुम्हीच नाक दाबून चालत येणार आहेत. मग तो तुमचं आयुष्य सुखकर करतो. He is doing very difficult job that no one is going to perform that duty. So respect him. त्याला खूप मान द्या, कारण तो तुमचं आयुष्य खूप चांगल्या पद्धतीने सुधारतोय. नाही तर तुमच्या शेजारी इथं जर कचरा टाकला असेल, ती मावशी झाडते ना, तुम्ही इथं वर्ग घाण केलाय, तिने झाडलंच नाही, तर तुम्ही कसं बसणार आहेत? हाऊ यू आर गोइंग टू सिट इनसाइड दिस क्लासरूम? सो द पर्सन हु इज क्लिनिंग, परफॉर्मिंग that activity, no, so you have to respect him because he is making your life beautiful. तर तुमचं आयुष्य खूप छान सुखकर करतो. हे डेस्क छान आहेत, सुंदर आहेत, बसलात तुम्ही. ते जर घाण करून ठेवले कोणी उद्या तर तुम्ही बसणार आहेत का इथं? नाही ना. सो टेक केअर ऑफ दोज पीपल. ओके, सो दिस इज, it is left to the atmosphere and we are saying that it is clean air. So this is the turbine. After leaving this steam energy, that is with the help of this wall, we are creating some pressure, that one, and that pressure energy is provided over this turbine, and it expands over the blades of the turbine, and it releases its energy, and that energy is converted into the mechanical energy. After losing its total energy, that steam is left to the condenser, but that steam is having some higher temperature. Still, it contains some higher temperature. So it is not directly left to the river. It is with the help of the condenser, it is left to the atmosphere. It is left to the river because that temperature may harm the ecosystem life. हे जे hydraulic इथं hydro system आहे riverची. So whatever the fishes are there or other animals they are staying inside this river, that life may get damaged. So we are not releasing this steam directly to the river. With the help of the condenser we are leaving. There are two types of the condensers are there. In single condenser we are directly mixing steam and a cold water, and then we are releasing to the river. Another condenser, what we are doing, there are some tubes are provided. This type of the structure is provided, and the steam is flowing through these tubes and water is flowing over the tubes. So automatically the temperature of the steam reduces and it condenses. त्याचं पाण्यात परत रूपांतर होतं आणि हे पाणी परत रियूज मध्ये घेता येतं because it is a soft water, right? Whenever there is a scarcity of the water, when there is a shortage of the water, we are adopting this process or this type of the condenser are used. आता आपल्यासारखा भाग आहे मराठवाड्यातला की इथं पाण्याचं दुर्भिक्ष आहे, मग तिथं अशा प्रकारचे कंडेन्सर वापरले जातात. आणि भरपूर पाणी आहे मग ते विचार करत नाहीत, ते डायरेक्टली नॉर्मल कंडेन्सर्स वापरतात की ज्याच्यामध्ये पाणी आणि स्टीम एकत्र मिक्स करून डायरेक्टली नदीमध्ये सोडून दिलं जातं. आणि परत हे ज्या वेळेला उन्हाळा आहे त्याला आपण एक कूलिंग टॉवर्स वापरतो. वी आर युजिंग दिस कूलिंग टॉवर्स when there is a scarcity of the water, shortage of the water. So what we are doing, we are using this cooling towers. We are spraying this water over the atmosphere. Some fans are provided to cool that one. Sprinklers are provided over this cooling towers. तुम्ही थर्मल पॉवर स्टेशनच्या बाहेर असं एक मोठी चिमणी वजा बघितलं असेल दृश्य, असं एक मोठा या पद्धतीने असा एक स्ट्रक्चर बघितलं असेल. आपल्या काही पुस्तकांवर ह्याचं असं चित्र आहे. सो दॅट इज नॉट अ चिमनी, दीज आर द कूलिंग टॉवर्स. सो हियर sprinklers are provided and here the tub is provided, and near to this one fans are provided. Those fans are rotating. बरेच वर्ष झाले आता ड्रॉइंग काढून असं कन्सिडर करा. नाही, दिस इज द एक्झॅक्टली फॅन. सो हियर such type of the fans are provided. We are sprinkling this water here, and due to this continuous rotation of the fan, this water loses its higher temperature and it is cooled down here, and after cooling it down it is provided to the condenser, or it may left to the river, or it may be sent to the economizer for recycling purpose. We are reutilizing this energy, or we are reutilizing the water for providing the water boiler. This process is very good for the life of the power plant because we are using the same water. If the percentage is requiring higher, so we are taking a small amount of the water from the river and again we are providing. But the whole process of the cleaning and treating this water is reduced if we are recycling or reusing this water, which is steam which is coming from the turbine. हे स्टीम मधून म्हणजे टर्बाईन मधनं जी वाफ रिटर्न येते ती जर आपण कुलिंग टॉवरच्या माध्यमातून वापरला तर आपला नदीतनं उचलायचं जे पाणी आहे किंवा तळ्यातलं उचलायचं पाणी आहे ते प्रोसेसिंगचा वेळ वाचवतं. शुद्ध पाणी तुम्हाला मिळतं. सॉफ्ट वॉटर वी आर गेटिंग हिअर अँड दॅट इज प्रोव्हाइडेड टू द इकॉनॉमायझर अँड थ्रू द इकॉनॉमायझर वी आर प्रोव्हाइडिंग अगेन टू द बॉयलर अँड दिस प्रोसेस इज completing here. And why this exciter is provided? Exciter का provide केलं माहितीये कोणाला? Right. We are providing excitation to the alternator and this excitation helps for initial starting of our alternator. ज्याला आपण सुरुवातीला जनरेटिंग स्टेशन स्टार्ट करतो त्यावेळेला हे एक्सायटर हेल्प करतं की एक्सायटेशन प्रोव्हाइड करून आपण जनरेटर म्हणून वर्क करतो. राईट. बाकी सगळा पार्ट कव्हर झालाय. ही ब्लॉक डायग्राम एक महत्वाची आहे. तुम्हाला याच्यामध्ये पूर्ण यू आर गेटिंग अ टोटल आयडिया ऑफ अवर थर्मल पॉवर स्टेशन. सो इफ यू हॅव एनी डाऊट प्लीज आस्क द स्टुडंट्स दोज आर ऑनलाईन. यू कॅन आस्क मी इफ यू हॅव एनी डाऊट्स प्लीज, because this is the important session. I have explained. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. By a scientist, his name is Rankine. So his name is provided that Rankine cycle. हे thermodynamics चे laws आहेत. Thermodynamics मध्ये first year ला झाले असतील आपल्याला. We have the laws of thermodynamics. In that thermodynamics, we are explaining how we are generating the one part of the energy is converting into the another, means the thermal energy is converting into the mechanical energy. It is explained that one. So we are saying that always our thermal power station working on the Rankine cycle. मग ते thermodynamics चे laws आहेत, तुम्ही बघा. नाही समजलं तर मी तुम्हाला नेक्स्ट ह्याच्यामध्ये सांगेन. पण तो काही आपल्याला इथे विचारला जात नाही की एक्सप्लेन द Rankine cycle. That is a part inside the mechanical engineering. Mechanical engineering मध्ये तुम्हाला ते डिटेल मध्ये आहेत. रॅनकाइन सायकल काय आहे, कशी आहे, त्याचे अजून वेगळे काही प्रकार आहेत पुढचे आहेत, ते मेकॅनिकल इंजिनिअरिंग मध्ये डिटेल मध्ये आहे. आपल्याला फक्त हा जनरेटिंग पार्ट आहे, आपण तेवढा एक्सप्लेन केला. आणि इफ यू वॉन्ट आय कॅन टेक दॅट वन, बट आफ्टर कम्प्लिशन ऑफ दिस सेक्शन. ओके.